Whew. Hi guys, Mitchell here, Mitchell, Minnesota. Welcome back to my channel. Today is my week, well, it's not, I'm not even gonna do a week. It is my 5-month post-op video. So I had revision surgery from a lap band to gastric bypass Roux-en-Y or RNY on August 7th, 2018. I had my revision done in St. Paul, Minnesota, here where I live, at St. Joseph's Hospital with my surgeon, Dr. Jeffrey Fossen. My highest weight for this surgery was 273 pounds. My day of surgery weight was 260 pounds. Last week I came to 225.4 pounds, which was a couple pound gain after the holiday. And today I come to you at 221.2, excuse me, which is a loss of 3.2 pounds. So I did lose. I lost 3.2 pounds this week. So I'm almost back to where I was. I am back to where I was. And it's very funny because a couple days ago I saw 221, but I don't know if that's because I didn't have water in my system as much as I do now, or what that happens to be. So, yeah, I feel good. I feel a lot better physically. I feel a lot better physically than I have did during the holidays. Watching a lot of your guys' videos, I think we all face the same kind of struggles. We let ourselves indulge, which is completely fine. Again, like I said last week, and I saw Little Kansas Kitty say it, knew me, like, I enjoyed myself with my family and my friends, and I enjoyed my holiday. That doesn't mean I'm gonna do that forever. So it was very nice to indulge, but I didn't feel guilty because I knew, and you know, that's okay. It happens. And typical me before this time would be to have that, and then have more, and then have more, and then have more, and do it for, you know, for the foreseeable future, and, you know, eating like that. So I felt really good about that. Shout out to VSG Joe and Jessica Cakes, who in my comments in my last video had given me some ideas and some motivation. I have not touched it. No chips, no really no sugars outside of what the normal is. I think I'm 30 grams or less a day, so about 8 to 10 a meal. I have also limited incredibly my artificial sweetener intake, my Splenda. I love Splenda. I don't like stevia. I think it's gross. I've never liked stevia, but I do love Splenda. I would have 3 in my coffee, which is a lot, I know, but I like it sweet. But I have cut that down to 0 or 1. I'm having 1 a day maybe. So I feel really good about that. No sweets, no chips, no cookies, no very little bad carbs or whatever, like bread. You know, I didn't have no bread. I have no issues with bread. Like, I have no issues not eating bread. It's not like I'm like, oh my gosh, I need bread. No, that doesn't really occur to me. But I definitely was craving like popcorn, which is okay to have popcorn. My nutritionist says not the way I would eat it, but I digress. Or I'd be wanting some like chips, like Chips Ahoy. I've been craving all week though. Oh my god, forget about it. Chips Ahoy, a Kit Kat, like all of those things that my go-to. Hey, you made it through the day, let's have a Kit Kat bar, a king size one. No, that's not how I do it anymore. So I've been really proud of that. I'm checking. My husband got me the new iPhone for Christmas, so I'm using my old iPhone. So I want to see if my okay, so no, it's not, which is fine. So that being said, I have also started logging. So let's talk about logging our food. I've read it a million times. I see it in all the bariatric groups, and it makes sense. You know, whatever you put in your mouth, good, bad, or in between, goes into your log. And this last week, I've been doing it really well. I use the Baritastic one. Let me see if I can. This guy kind of looks like that. I'm sure we've all seen it on the groups or whatever. If we're not using it, I didn't use my Fitness Pal. It was too weird for me to figure out. I didn't use the Fitbit app. It was too weird for me to figure out. Veritastic specifically has that stuff. What I have noticed that I do is I will, try to scan the barcode, and if it doesn't work, I'll just put in the information. So pretty easy. I think I'm doing really well with that, with the logging it, and it is so beneficial because I think I'm doing good, and I'm like, well, what did I have? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm at 1,100 calories. I'm at 900 calories or whatever I may be at that day, which I don't count calories. I'm just saying, or I'm at 20 grams of net carbs for the day. And for my own self, even though I'm not supposed to count macros like that. I'm supposed to protein and sugars are my two biggies, and then fat and carbs. But it makes me think twice. I'm like, oh, I've already had something. I'm okay. I can wait. I can deal with it. Yada yada yada. So it's anytime I've had something, it goes into the app, and I think that's been a really good accountability piece for myself. I think that's really good, because I think we all can justify. Moderation is not my thing when it comes to food. And moderation is okay in theory, right? Like, it's okay to have things in moderation. That's how somebody who doesn't have weight issues or food problems would divvy that out, I think. For me, though, I guess I'm an all or nothing kind of person. I can't just have a cookie. I can't just have a lick of frosting or something. No, I innately have to go full bore. And that's really hard. That's super hard for me. And that's something that I have to work on. So yeah, I'm logging things. I've also started the 12-week challenge that was brought up by Jessica Cakes, and which coincided with my husband and I. We were talking about doing a 3-month thing in the gym, going Monday through Friday. Now, this is something I've done the gym before. I don't like it. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't like the gym, and I've had a pretty piss poor attitude about it up until this point, and I still do. But that's not helpful. It's not helpful to be negative. It's not helpful to be pessimistic. It's not helpful to push out to talk about the things that I'm not happy with. That is totally true. That's a shitty way to look at it, and you're not going to be successful in that way. So we put together my husband did, I did nothing. Put together, there's the odd PSG Joe, we'll tag that. I think it's 7:47. Travis went and did all 12 weeks on how we're doing it, and I asked that it kind of did like a walk, jog, run type of thing, like this first week, because we're getting up at 4:30 and we're going to the gym at 5. Because I don't want to do it at the end of the day. I don't want to have to look forward to that all day. I want it done and I want it over with. That's my thing. So we're doing it. It's only day 2 today, but that's still pretty good for me. Saturdays and Sundays are rest days. The rest of it is just depending. So one day is a strength day, one day is a yoga day, one day is a cardio day. There's different days for everything, and my husband put it together. He's pulling a lot of stuff in from the military that he did in the military, which I was like, I'm not in the military. Like, I'm not. You may have been. I'm not. So I don't need to go that hard. I just want to kind of tighten up what jiggles, if that's even possible. But it was nice because this should show you how long in between the gym I would go to. The gym pants that I wore, because I wear they look the tighter black gym long things. I'll wear those, and the ones that I put on today that were in my gym locker, they fit, and they did not fit in July. They didn't fit in September. They didn't fit in October, but now they fit. So I felt really good about that. We're just going through the basics this week, just kind of getting what a warm-up looks like, what a cool-down looks like, and then all the stuff in between. So what I like about my gym is it is a little bit pricier, and if you know me, you know I'm pretty much a cheapskate when it comes to 99% of things in my life. I don't need name brand things. I don't need store, the hottest to trot thing for most things. This gym is the athletic club in St. Paul. It's a really, really nice I'll have to take a video because I can't explain it to you. It's like they just put gym equipment into a 1920s hotel. That's what I can tell you about it, is that's exactly what it looks like, and I'll leave it there. It is so pretty. Like you're working out and there's chandeliers all around you. It's kind of weird at first, but you get used to it. And through my insurance, if I go 12 times a month, then they cut $20 off the price. So I thought that was cool. Speaking of my insurance, my school district that I work for is offering teachers Apple Watches, the new Series 4 Apple Watch, for like $40, $50. And then we use this thing called Vitality, and they're like points that you get from working out or, you know, maintaining good health, yada, yada, yada. And I already have an Apple Watch that I don't use because I use my Fitbit, but I was thinking for that would be great. Kind of, maybe, I don't know. I like my Fitbit because I don't have to charge it. That's literally it. I would always forget my Apple Watch. So maybe that's something, because if you don't hit your milestones and you don't hit what you're supposed to do, then you do have to pay like the $14 a month for the watch. But if you hit your fitness goals, then you don't have to pay. It's $0. They pay for it. So it's kind of a cool thing. So kind of thinking about it. Maybe good motivation to do it. It is cold here, you guys. I mean, it's really warm. We had a record temperature last week of 47 degrees, when the average is 18 or 19 or something like that. But it's really cold in the morning, even when it gets up there. We had wind chill today, you know, sub-zero. So it's like, chillsies, birzies. But we get in there. It's nice. We can do our workout, and then I can, I'll go take a shower. They've got all the amenities you could ever ask for. It's so nice. So I'm very thankful that I have it, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I wouldn't use it, or I haven't used it, didn't utilize it. And that's, you know, that's on me. I get that. That's on me. Trying to think of anything else that's going on. Everything else has been pretty good. It's incredible to me that, you know, I've had the surgery, and it really is just a piece of the puzzle, right? It is a tool. Little Kansas Kitty said it perfectly. It's just a tool. If you don't use tools, they don't work, because you have to work the tool. And it is so hard to put everything together, right? It is so hard to keep it all together. I hate the fact that if it's in my house, I'm going to eat it, as far as like certain things. And I can't get past that. So of course it's easier to not have it. You know, in my office, in the middle of the table, today there's chocolate covered pretzels, and another gal brought in a baker's dozen donuts from the new donut place. So they were piping hot, and I had to leave. I had to walk out of the room, which is fine. Like, I get it. I would never tell anybody, oh my God, hey, I can't control myself from being a big pig, so can you not bring donuts? That's not my, that's not who I want to be known as the guy that can't handle donuts or cookies or cake or pie. I mean, it's just, we're all teachers, so we all have that instinct to, like, you know, kids like treats, grown-ups like treats, everybody likes treats. I can't have treats. I can, but I don't want to. For dinner last night, I made shrimp and vegetable pasta. I thought it was veggie pasta, like zoodles or something. It is not. It is like, it's pasta with carbs in it, with just mixed with vegetables. So I only had a little bit of that, but I had like 5 or 6 shrimp. It was so good. Oh my goodness. I got, and I don't know if I told you guys last week, I got an Instapot for Christmas. Well, an off-brand one, but still an Instapot. And I've used it pretty much every night. I am obsessed with this thing. And it's true, you can get a lot of weight by baking stuff in there, but I think it's also super useful for me. Throw everything in a pot, done. Chili, I've made chili. I've made fajitas. I've made soups. I've made stews. I've cooked steak in there. And I know it's blasphemous, but both my husband and I like it. He likes it well done, and I like it. I'll take it pretty much anyway, but so I'll eat it well done. So I've done that. I'll have, in fact, my normal day, like, I gotta do another what I eat in a day videos, because now that I'm really back on track and it's not the holiday time, I think it'll be more authentic, even though it was before, but it's like I'm planning more and I'm doing better. In the mornings, I have a cheese stick and a yogurt. Keep in mind, these don't fill me up necessarily because they're mostly liquid. but it's something to get me going. Around 9 o'clock, I'll have a Premier Protein usually. And this is, 5 or 6, I'll have my cheese stick and my yogurt. Around 9 o'clock, I'll have my Premier Protein. Noon around lunch, I'll have lunch, which consists of anything from some meat and crackers to, last week I had tomato basil soup with a piece of bread, which is abnormal for me, but it's not, it's just how it came, and some bacon. Or today I had chili, which I've gotten off of because it got super repetitive, even though I loved it, but I just had it today. Then I will have another Premier Protein sometimes in the afternoon as a protein supplement, and then dinner. And dinner will consist of whatever it is that I'm making. Like tonight I'm making Parmesan crusted chicken cutlets and riced cauliflower, which is great. I think that that's a really good thing to do. It is what it is. I don't have the restriction that people, oh my God, 2 bites and I'm so full. That's not me. I can still hork down a good amount of food. Granted, it's not really a good amount of food because it's not what I used to be able to. I used to be able to eat a whole unholy amount of food, polish everything off. I make a point to stop on most meals, a couple bites left. You don't have to have it. I don't have to have it. My protein drinks I drink all of. My breakfast I'll eat all of. But if it's on a plate, I always try to leave a little something. Ooh. Sorry. I always try to leave a little something because to me that's a win. That's a win in my head. Yeah, other than that, everything is going really good. I feel, like I said, I feel a lot better. Having all that crap out of my body, not that it's out of my body, but you know what I mean? Like having those bad things not just coursing through my veins like they were for a couple days, a week and a half. It's really good to just chill and make it work. I've also, going back to my taking artificial Splendas out, I also have eliminated most of my crystal lights. I'll have it maybe once every other day, and not in the, because I used to put 2 in the 35-ounce bottle, which is normal, but I have 1 in a normal one, and then I'll drink the rest of my water through the day, regular water. So it's good. It's a detox from detoxing. Does that make sense? Because we'll start like detoxing from food, and then we start itchy. I'm wearing a hat because my hair looks terrible. We detox from all of these bad habits we've had for our whole lives, and I'm detoxing from the detox to make sure that I'm back on track. And and I'm very motivated by all of you, because we can do it, because we have to do it for ourselves, for our families, for our livelihoods. For those who have had lap band, it is different because we've had that experience, and at least in my case, I felt like a failure because the band failed, right? So I'm incredibly still cautious. I'm very cautious about how I approach it. And I see a lot of people losing 3-5 pounds a week, which is great. I'm so proud of them. I'm not that. I mean, okay, today I lost 3.2 pounds in the last week. A lot of that was from bad behavior. I'm praying by maybe next week I can be out of the 220s, maybe 2 weeks. My body is just really hanging out there, but I'll take a 3.2 loss is more than I've had in quite some time. So I think switching up my diet a little bit that I've been doing, and continuing to work out. They're not hard workouts. They're just to get you going and get you moving. Getting my steps in, just really focusing on what I can do and being as positive about it as I can. I have to be positive about it. Not everybody can afford a gym. Not everybody could have afforded this surgery. And not everybody could have the support of their family like I did, my husband. So I have to remember that, because it's kind of a really shitty thing to not, and to be like, oh, it's so hard. Yeah, it is really hard. And people are going to think that, oh, you took the easy way out. Obviously, we all know who have had this, that it's not the easy way out. So, yeah, everything else is good. Everything else is keeping. I thought this was going to be like a 6-minute update, but we're already almost to 20 minutes. So I am going to let you guys go. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I hope your week is great. Enjoy what life's got to offer you. We're already in the middle of January, just about. How crazy is that? So, all right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. We will talk soon.